Good morning, Parkside. Welcome to the encouragement video. Thanks for tuning in. This morning, I was reading in the book of Judges. I read about the life of Samson, and what really stuck out to me was that Samson's life, his very conception, and his life, the purpose of life that God gave him, was very clearly established by God. And the temptation that Samson felt is very similar to the temptations we feel, right? Samson had a vision he wanted to accomplish in his own power, and we oftentimes have something we want to accomplish for our lives in our power. And let me just encourage you. See the purpose God has for your life, for your day today, for the conversations you'll have this evening. And ask for his grace to carry it out in his strength and in his power. It took Samson a lifetime to see that. And may we learn from his example. We're told in the New Testament that we have these stories in the Old Testament for our benefit, for our instruction, that we could learn. Ephesians 2 says that there are good works prepared in advance that we would walk in them. So today, ask God, say, God, show me, what is it you have for me today? What is your purpose for me today? What conversations do you have for me? What good deeds do you have for me? What listening do you have for me? And then ask him for his grace that you could have the strength, the power to carry that out and do what he has called you to do, to be who he has called you to be. Recognizing at the end of 1 Corinthians 15, we're just coming out of Easter a week and a half ago. And at the end of 1 Corinthians 15, where the resurrection is explained and defended, the very end, it says, therefore be steadfast and immovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, knowing that in the Lord your labor is not in vain. Paul writes that because so often it feels like our labor is in vain. And he has to remind us, no, be steadfast, immovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, because something else looks more urgent, but in the Lord it is not in vain, even if you don't see the fruit of it. Now, this morning, Parkside, I was in a meeting with about a dozen other pastors from Brownsburg, and a couple of things came up that I think will encourage you in thinking about what are these good deeds that God has prepared for you. Over the last 5 years in Brownsburg, the number of students, school-age students, that do not have English as their first language, over the last 5 years, that group has increased by 250%. Whoa. And so there are major needs just in listening to people who are coming from different languages, different cultures, and they need help getting connected and finding out, how do I thrive in this area? We had the ESL classes at the library. There are other opportunities. Perhaps you just need to stop and listen to those in your community and hear their stories. We heard about exploding needs within mental health and all sorts of difficulties there. Again, the major need: stop, see people, listen to them, hear their story. There's all kinds of needs that are right in front of us, but so frequently I get focused on what I need to do for the day, or at least what I think I need to do for the day, and doing it in my own power, and I lose sight of who God has placed in front of me. Slowing down, seeing people where they're at, taking time to listen, and having the ministry of reconciliation, 2 Corinthians 5, that we talked about last Sunday. Dr. Ware was here. He encouraged us to continue building communities of light, not just condemning the darkness, to find ways to serve our community is what he challenged us to do. And I hope you'll do that today, recognizing that the power is not in you. So if you try and do it yourself, you are doomed to failure. If you trust in the Lord, you know that his power is greater. Greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. Coming up this Sunday, of course, I'm looking forward to being with you Sunday morning as we study Genesis 10, a great missionary passage. Although it may not seem that way on the surface, I hope you'll read it and then plan to be here Sunday morning. And then Sunday night, we have our Bible Institute, where I'll be teaching a class on family discipleship. I would love to see you there, how we can help the next generation be friends and followers of Jesus. Pastor Casey's teaching a class on gospel threads, how you can weave threads of the gospel into everyday conversations so you can proclaim the good news of Jesus and fulfill your ministry as an evangelist. And then there'll be a special class. I've not said this yet before. Here's the release on the Midweek encouragement video. JP Heldman will be teaching a special one-time class on suffering and lessons God has taught him and lessons God may be teaching you through suffering. You will want to be there for that class. A lot of good things happening Sunday night. Of course, a blaze for our students, the vine for our kids. I hope you'll be back both Sunday morning and Sunday night. Parkside, I love you. I look forward to seeing you Sunday. Have a great day.